I'm going to show you exactly how you can 100% automate your WordPress website using AI. And essentially what this means is you're connecting your WordPress site with this little AI tool, which I'll go over in just a second. And once it's connected, right, this is your WordPress site right here. This tool is going to be publishing every single day, every single hour, or every single week, or every single month, individual SEO optimized blog posts. These are individual blog posts, right? And if we expand on one of these blog posts, which I'll show you in just a second how they look like, because you just got to click here, the view. All of these will have a featured image, a table of contents, in-article images, in-article videos, in-article links, so internal links linking out to other articles of yours. So these articles will interlink between each other. External links, so linking out to authoritative sources in your niche. So for example, if this is an article about finance, it will link out automatically to finance news websites or finance sources in your niche. So for example, Bloomberg, TechCrunch, Investopedia, and others, as well as a call to action here down here to your product or service. And I'm going to show you how you can automate this 100%, as well as the keyword research. Now, here's how the articles look like, right? All of this was done through AI. This is for a carding school. So the whole goal is to take this article, and as you can see, this is the table of contents, take this article and publish it to our WordPress site. There's internal links, so linking out to other articles of ours, other pages on their site, external links, in-article images. All these are AI generated, by the way. In-article videos are relevant, not just to the article itself, but to the section where they're included in. Sometimes when it makes sense, we add bullets. Sometimes we add tables. Conclusion down here, a call to action to booking a time to go training at this cart venue, right? So now, how do we do all this? And again, with the push of a button, we can just click here and this will post straight to our WordPress site. We can do this individually, so go through these and post them one at once, or just go here and publish all to integration. In this case, it's 2, but we can generate more, and we can generate up to 300 articles every single time, as we see. I'll show you in just a second here. Now, again, how you automate this is pretty simple. So first things first is you go to tryjournalist.com. I'll leave a link for this in the description. Now, step 1 is content generation, because what Journalist AI does is once it's connected with your site, it does the keyword research, which I'll show you in just a second here, the content generation, the content publishing, and the content indexing, right? I'll show you here. I'll go over these tabs one by one. As you can see here, we can set up indexers to index the content we're producing, as well as setting up keyword monitors, which will give us, I'll show you this over in just a bit, will give us the keywords that we should be producing content for. That is keywords with low difficulties in terms of SEO and somewhat decent or high search volumes, right? So let's go over how this works. First things first is you can play around with these modes, the simple mode, titles mode, keywords mode, but we're going to use the advanced mode to make this all automated. Now, I won't go over these ones because I have videos just going over these ones, but one thing I want to cover is that you can produce content in over 150 different languages, meaning if you're targeting the international markets, you can leverage this AI tool to produce content to target those locations. Now, again, I won't go over this or this one. We'll just skip to the advanced mode. Now, on the advanced mode, what you want to do is you want to create a preset. Now, what this preset has is it has all these settings right here, which we'll go over, which we'll use once we generate the articles. They are going to be based on the settings we set up in this preset right here. And then after that, we can do the keyword research. We can do the setup of the Autoblogs, which means with the Autoblog is how you connect Journalist AI with your WordPress site, so it publishes every day, week, or hour. But first things first is giving it the input so that the output of the content is good. So let's do this one as my, let's do dog grooming preset, right? So let's say we have a dog grooming business. So this is our preset right here. So step 1 is we choose the generation mode. It could be a business description, it could be specific titles or specific keywords. Now let's just do titles for now because it's easier for me to show you how it works. And let's just do how to groom a golden retriever. I'm not sure how this is how it's spelled, but let's just triple check here. It is not at all how that's spelled. Golden retriever grooming 101, 10 steps to properly groom a golden retriever. Now we have 3 titles right here. So once we set up an Autoblog, we will only use these 3 titles, but we can do as many as we want, or you can just set up a business description if you like, right? That's the first step. Now, moving on to brands. This is where right here, you can connect one of your brands. First, you're going to create a brand, which I won't do right now. But brands, essentially, it's this feature right here. It's essentially makes it so the content that's generated with AI isn't generic. So essentially, once you connect Journalist AI with your brand, right? And as you know, your brand has multiple assets, whether that's a YouTube channel, a Twitter, a LinkedIn page, the actual website itself, maybe some text documents, some audio documents, video documents, whatever it is, right? Your brand has all these assets. So once you connect your brand with Journalist, the AI will learn about your brand via these assets, and it's able to know and knows as much as you do, as you being the founder or the creator of your brand. Our AI will know as much as you do about your brand, so it can produce brand-tailored content in your specific tone of voice, with your brand's images, with your brand's mannerisms. So it's super, super powerful not to produce generic content or more brand-tailored content. You got to select your brand right here. I won't do this right now, but you can try it out for yourself. Again, I'll leave a link for this in the description. Now, step 1 is done. Moving on to content, right? This is where you select the language. We can do English or over 150 different languages. So again, if you're targeting the international markets, Portugal, Spain, France, in Europe, or maybe Asia or Africa or the Americas, I mean, you can do content in any single language. And these are great ways, again, to capture these international audiences. So let's just do English. Now, moving on, you can change the creativity. So if you want to go with a more creative or original tone, or maybe a more correct or factual, this will of course depend on how you want people to perceive your brand and how you want to produce content, right? Speaking of tone of voice, you can change the tone of voice in which the article is written on. For example, funny, informal, academic, neutral, you can play around with this. You can even type in here clown voice or dog voice, and we'll do some funny things, but I'll leave this to you so you can test it out for yourself. Then you can also change the point of view, make it first person plural or singular, or second person, or even third person. I tend to like the first person because the article is written and spoken in the first person, which I, in my opinion, prefer to read these types of articles. But you can play around with this, and let's do just creative and original to see what this does, because it's always funny. Then you can also give it custom instructions. I won't dive too deep into this, but this essentially gives you a bit more control over how the article output looks like. Now, that's step 2 done. And again, I urge you to try this out for yourself and see how you can play around with this. Then, call to action. For example, let's say we had a dog grooming website. So let's just go here and type in grooming in NYC. So let's say this was our site right here in Manhattan. So we wanted to send people to our services page so they could book a call and essentially buy our service for dog grooming. So that's our call to action. Now, we'll see exactly how this looks like once the article is ready, but let's keep on moving. Now, you can automate the headings of the article, or you could just write them for yourself. We can add as much as H2s if we want, and more H3s. So as you can see, this is going to be the structure of our article. We can add more H3s right here, more H3s, more H3s. And for example, if we were to want a FAQ section, we could just do here this, and the ones we leave blank are going to be generated with AI. So if we didn't do this here, this could be a conclusion, this could be anything. But because we're doing this here, now the AI know that these 3 H3s, because they depend on the first one, these are going to be questions, right? So let's do that like this, so you can see an FAQ in action, right? So that's that. That's number 3. Moving on to number 4. These is where the things get interesting. Again, internal linking. It's what I mentioned before, right? We have an article right here, and we want to link out to other articles we've written in the past, maybe other pages on our site. And this is so time consuming, right? Because you got to write you got to find the places in the article where you should be introducing links in. Then you got to figure out what's the best anchor text, the anchor text being the text you click to go out to the other page. So it's very time consuming, And just by adding here your sitemap, we do this automatically. So if we go here, most likely it's going to be here, sitemap.xml, right? And we can have a look at this sitemap. As you can see here, and the goal here is we can choose whatever we want. Let's just choose posts right here. And this is a list of all the posts on this website. For example, right here, it's top 10 Halloween costumes for dogs, right? A list, right? It's pretty interesting here, this one. So we just add this here, right? We can filter it out if we want, right? That's a more advanced setting. But yeah, that's essentially it. with this, we're essentially automating the internal linking of your articles. Now, external linking works the same. Just by toggling on this, we'll scrape the internet for relevant articles in your niche and language. So in your article, we'll read through it, figure out what's the niche, figure out what it talks about, and then scrape the whole internet to find the best links to add to your article. Of course, these links won't be added in random places. We'll find out the best paragraphs and the best anchors that make sense in the context of your article. But I want to show you how this looks like, so let's just go over this final 2 steps right here. You can, of course, add custom links if you like. We won't do this right now. Now, again, images, we can choose a lot of ones right here. We can choose stock photos, Google license-free photos. You can choose your own images, so you can just use your own images if you like, or we have access to 2 AI models. I'll just choose this one right here because it's one of the best ones we have at the moment. Then we also want featured images, of course, and of course you do want in-article images. Now, last step right here is videos. With a simple toggle, we'll automate the videos. So we'll read through the article again, right? Then go on YouTube and find out what's the best video we can add inside of your article that makes sense. That makes sense according to the context. That's the video, the context of the article as well as the context of the paragraph. So we'll just leave this on. We can of course add them manually if you like, but we'll leave this on automatically. And then you go and create preset. Now that's step 1, right? Then you go to generate articles, go to advanced mode, select the preset that we just created and generate however many articles you want. You can do up to 300. Let's just do 3 for now and click generate. Again, note that this is manual for now. I'll show you exactly how to automate this to its full extent. But again, the article that's going to be produced, right? That's the article with the featured image, with the table of content, with the actual content, with the in-article images, with the in-article videos, with the internal links, external links, bullets, tables, call to action. All this is based on the preset that we just created, right? And now we could have done this with the simple or titles mode or keywords mode, which essentially gives us 1 or 2 inputs, but I wanted to show you the advanced mode because there's so much more input, right? Again, we could do this like this with one of these 3 modes, but the advanced mode gives us a bit more freedom. Now, again, while that generates, I do want to show you that how we're going to automate this, right? We just go to Autoblogs, right? And we have to create a new Autoblog, right? Before that, we do have to go to integrations and click create new integration, right? And here is where we can integrate with WordPress. It's pretty straightforward. If you don't understand anything, let's just click here, watch tutorial. It's like a 30 seconds to 60-second video and explaining in detail how it works. It's super straightforward. And again, if you don't understand a thing, just click this little bubble right here and we'll help you out. You can also connect with Shopify, Ghost, Wix, Webflow, Blogger, Zapier, or even an external API. So that's pretty cool. But again, what you want to do is go to integrations, WordPress, and connect your WordPress. Add your integration name, can be whatever you want. Add your WordPress site URL, add your username and application password, which is pretty straightforward. Just click here and you'll see exactly how it works, right? Pretty straightforward. Then after that, you just go to Autoblogs, new Autoblog, select the integration that we just created right here, and click create new Autoblog. Now, here is where you can change the frequency, right? You can do 300 articles every single month, week, day, every 12 hours, or every 6 hours. And these will be based on the preset that we just created. Click enable, click Autoblog, and in this case, Journalist AI is going to be connected to your WordPress site. That's your WordPress site, and every 6 hours, it's going to be publishing 300 articles based on the preset that we just created. So all these ones will be published here, interlinked with each other with images and all that. And I'm going to show you how these look like. Going here to my history tab and opening up the articles here. As you can see, it already generated 2. It's generating the last one. So we can open these and let's take a look here. Golden Retriever grooming round 1. So that's the featured image. Then with AI, again, we could choose our custom images. We can choose Google Access-free photos. We can choose stock photos. I just chose AI images because they still look amazing, right? So that's the table of contents. As you can see, the article is pretty well structured right here. And the FAQ section down here, because we only input this one, the AI assumed that the H3s would be relevant to the H2, which was FAQ. So these needed to be the actual questions. Again, let's skim through all this right here. So introduction to golden retrievers, history of them, physical characteristics, grooming basics, again, in-article images, bold out words, some in-article links. So this links out to, it's actually a internal link to a blog post on our website. So it talks about cold weather, prepare for the cold, and it is a relevant link. So for example, bathing and drying, after brushing and combing your golden retriever's coat, it is important to prepare for the cold. And this links out to a relevant article about preparing your dog for the cold, right? So these aren't just some random links. These all make sense according both the context of the article and the context of the paragraph they're included in. more in-article images, more links. There's actually a link for a YouTube video right here. Moreover, this is actually an internal link right here, more internal images, and there should be a video here as well. How often do you should go to retrieve? There's a relevant video here, which you can press play. Again, all this done with AI. In this case, we're adding bullets right here, and this link right here should link out to our services page right here. So a call to action down here. Again, all this done with AI, and we can skim through the articles that I generated. Right, we can see all this, more links, more in-article videos. Right, all these relevant with internal and external links to the things that we just did. For example, this is an external link, so links out to another blog, right? So long-haired golden retrievers, code care and health. So this again is a relevant link. So in this case, this is an external link, linking out to an external source, right? All the other ones were internal links, right? Linking out to sources, so actually our own site, right? So again, all this done with AI. And what we can do is, again, we can click here to post to integration. We can go one by one, click post, again, click post, or we could just go here and publish all to integration. We publish all three to the integration that we had just created here. Now, again, how you automate this is you go to integrations, set up a new integration, in this case WordPress, but you can do whatever you want. Then go to Autoblogs, new Autoblog, and create the Autoblog. And then select however many articles you want, and click create new Autoblog. And again, every single, in this case, 6 hours, 150 articles will be published. Now, most people just do 5 every single week, but you can choose however many articles you want, right? Now, after that, or actually before that, you could have gone here to the keyword monitor and pasted in here your URL, new monitor right here. Let's do dog grooming again. Paste our URL right here, US, English, create new monitor. Then just go to edit right here, and let's just hit refresh real quick here so it can give us the actual keywords. And once we have a list, again, this list isn't just some random list. This is a list of keywords with decent search volume. So people are searching for these keywords, as well as these keywords are low difficulty in terms of SEO. So ideally, they're easier to rank for, right? Mobile dog wash prices, dog grooming monthly membership near me, right? So these are targeted keywords. You can just click these ones and have your Autoblog produce content around these keywords, right? Just by clicking here. So that's that. Again, after that, we can just go to the indexers, set up a new indexer, and once it's connected with your Google Search Console, automatically, again, Journalist AI is connected with your WordPress site. Again, this is keyword research if you want. If you don't want, it doesn't do it. Then there's the content generation that I just showed you. Then the publishing automatically. And then if it is connected with Google Search Console, it does the indexing of these articles that we just publishing. So again, Journalist AI does all these four for you on autopilot. You can just use this one, this one, this one, or this one if you want. But I mean, ideally, you use all of them, right? That's it. There's a couple more things this does, like the custom images, the brands feature right here. There's more things, but I won't dive too deep into what they are because this video is super long now. But let me know if this helped. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, I'll leave a link for this in the description. It's tryjournalist.com. And also leave it in the pinned comment down below. Also, before I go, I do want to give you an analogy real quick here, which I often do give. Let's call this staircase up top success. Now, the reality is that if you're producing and posting content manually, you have to first do the keyword research, right? Then actually write the content, revise it, figure out the best place, actually find images to add to the content, right? Then figure out the best place to add images to. Same thing for videos. Then you got to figure out where you're going to link out to, so internal links, then external links. Figuring out that there's actually a bunch more steps right here, right? Figuring out, the best place to add these links to, choosing the anchor text, doing all this, and then actually indexing the content and actually publishing the content takes so much time. With Journalist AI, you skip all of this, right? Because it does the keyword research, it does the content generation, it does the publishing, it does the indexing, and inside of the generation, it gets you the images, it gets you the videos, it gets you the internal links, it gets you the external links, it gets you the calls to action, it gets you all of this automatically done for you. So you skip all of these steps ahead, right? That's the power of this AI tool, and that's the power of AI in general. AI, essentially what it does is it increases the speed at which you can do stuff and increases the amount of stuff you can do. Super powerful. Try it out because you won't be disappointed, and it works for any niche on any language. Again, I'll leave a link for this in the description. It's tryjournalist.com. And if you're watching this in November, they're running a Black Friday sale, so you might want to grab a coupon that they're offering. If you're watching this in 2024 for some reason, just click here, this little bubble, and ask me for a coupon. I'll send you a coupon. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.